we're going to start off with Mrs. Keyta Amond.
Hello.
So no further introductions for her. Ms. Amond, you got the floor.
Thank you so much. And everything that you said was very necessary. If you are a consumer or a business owner, all of these things are extremely necessary to you. And I can't think of too much that he missed out on except for generational wealth. And like he said before, the instrumental things that we need to do is give this the ultimate attention. If you are not paying attention to all of these things that you need to have with your credit, the most important part is passing it down to your children as well. Businesses, and we have missed out on this for so long, not educating ourselves and our children on credit. And I think that's the major part of it all. So I can't understand what we would be missing out on so many different things if you did not follow up with us. We have over 22 years of experience in this business and was ranked number 9 credit education in the world. So we have the education, we have the experience that you need. The only thing that we're missing out on is you. We are the best in this business. So at this time, what I'd like to do now is open the floor up for some questions where you can give us the opportunity to answer anything that you have concerns on and what we are able to do for you. Any questions?
Y'all got questions? No? We on mute, so don't worry about
it. Okay, everyone is on mute. How many business owners do we have in the audience?
I'm a business owner.
Okay, great. And what type of business do you own? And please tell me your name.
Hey, my name is Marquisha Davis. I'm the owner of Zenith Beauty. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I've been doing hair for over 15 years, but I recently just got into not using my personal credit. So even though I'll just say this, I just got my LLC about a week ago. So now I'm starting fresh, you know what I mean? So that would be I'm trying to get into it. What would be my first step? I printed out all my LLC documents and all my EINs.
Yes.
Do that.
Yes. That hits very close to home because I can remember the first time or when I actually transferred over from a sole proprietor to an LLC. And with being a sole proprietor, the whole business is on your back. I can relate to that. Is that how it feels where everything goes through you and you just didn't know how to separate yourself from the business because you're basically the business.
Correct.
And so everything takes your credit down. You have to finance everything. And when you're transferring over to an LLC, what's going to make the difference now is it doesn't fall on you anymore. And there's really no limit to how much credit you can actually have when you transfer over. The more credit you get as an LLC, the more people will want to give you credit. And it's completely the opposite as being a sole proprietor. So you're going to be in a totally different realm now, and you're going to appreciate that so much more. Another thing is, let me explain to you, please don't file your taxes and take a loss every year because you won't be able to purchase anything. And so I want you to be very mindful for that, but it's very little that we can't do for you. We're going to take you from A to Z, taking you through the LLC, getting you set up properly, making sure you have the right addresses, the right telephone numbers. There's so many different things that we have not been taught to do properly when you own a business that we really should be helping out each other and just giving each other that type of education. And that's what we're here to do for you.
Correct. So I agree with everything you're saying. My main thing is that I'm disappointed in myself. I've missed a lot of opportunities over the years since 2021 when my business popped off. I've bought 3 vehicles under my personal name. You know what I mean? So I just want to get the ball rolling, get on the right track.
Don't beat yourself up about it. It's better late than never. And what's supposed to happen right now is happening right now. There's no um mistakes that are made. It's called experience, and it's experience for a reason. So God brought you through that for a reason. And now you can help someone else say, okay, well, don't sit on this too long. Don't be a sole proprietor. Let's go to your LLC. If you don't pass that knowledge over and do those type of things, it is basically like this. Don't let a rock cry out in your name, that type of thing. Pass that information on to someone else. We're here to help you, and you be there to help someone else.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
All right, great. Anyone else have any or would like to become a business owner and just kind of scared about taking that first step?
Okay, my name is Miss Shirley Moore, and I met Mr. Byron at the salon. Mine is geared around. I have my own nonprofit since '08,
Mm-hmm.
and I have everything established with it. So just trying to establish and get a line of credit for it, and understand how to do that process. So I
Okay.
have all of what I need, and it's Dun and Bradstreet number, all of that stuff. So I just need to know
Okay.
how to get established. Where to go, where to. So yeah, that's what I'm needing.
That's what we're doing. That's why you're on this line right now, is to get the ball rolling, to start, and that's what we're here for, is to take you from A to Z. You don't have to go through this thing blind. And that's where we make that mistake. It's like we don't have that safe zone. We don't have that area where we're bumping our heads and making those mistakes throughout. That's what we're here for, is to help you do that.
Okay.
We got you. We
Okay,
got you.
thank you.
Grand
Who else
Rising,
do we have?
Grand Risings family. My name is Cynthia Bryant, calling from Conyers, Georgia. I am too a business owner, have been now for well over 30 years. And it's just like Miss Marquisha was saying, that it feels embarrassing to
Yeah.
and have been in business this long and, get into this information. And I definitely understand what you're saying when you're saying that where we are now is where we're supposed to be. And we are at a point where this is our time to get this
It's that
information.
time.
And it's just like her, sole proprietor, like it's everything on my back and everything coming from personal, instead of business. And so this can feel a bit overwhelming because we
Mm-hmm.
was such a better way to do this. And then, like you said, trying to go in business, because it's different when you're working with other people. And I have no problem with people. It's just when you say, okay, it's time for me to get out on my own.
That's right.
Get out on your own. And then there's so many important pieces that we're missing to help us
Yeah.
successful business owners. And when we met Mr. Byron, that just opened up a whole new door for us. And I'm grateful for that. But I'm just like Ms. McCreasy was saying, that being in this long and going on a sole proprietor, I do have my tax ID number, and I usually was following up under my social security number. And times I was getting some refunds back, but for the last few years, but not having to pay any. Give thanks for that, but not getting anything back. And it just, when you're depending on your money and stuff to be keeping the business rolling, being able to buy your products and stuff. And then I'm at a point where I want to expand. And just like Mr. Ed was saying, it's about legacy, being this long, I feel, well, I'm just going to say it like this right here, because they say there's no shoulda, woulda, couldas, but I feel I should be set up and have my kids set up, the legacy. Just grateful to be in this space, with you all, and for anything that you all can give me. And yeah, I am a big fan of sharing information, because I don't believe, what I'm saying, where can benefit somebody else. But that's what I really need to help with. Like you said, I just bought a car, 2022, I want to say, and I went from, like Ms. McCreasy was saying, personal, what I'm saying, and knowing that there's a better way to do it on a business, It feels scary, because like, okay, how do I do this, but I'm just grateful for you all to take us by the hand and to help us get where we need to be, because I'm paying so much money. I feel like so much money I'm paying out in fees with the Clover machine. Briefly about that. And my daughter and I have the same type of credit card, debit card machine, but hers go through Bank of America. I go through the Clover system. And it just seemed like I'm paying so many more fees than she's paying. I'm like, I turn around, Clover is getting it. And when I look at it, it's probably doggone close to over about, I know it's well over $200 of fees.
That's right.
And I was really wowed out when I found out that they were actually getting about 45, almost close to $50 for me to be able to add where clients can do tips. I mean, it is just so important to read where all the money. And
That's right.
be very discouraging when you think you're just working really for the companies. You know what I'm saying?
Who's
Be
taking care of you? Who's looking out for you?
exactly. I'm working. I want to receive some of the benefits. I want to receive my benefits of working, but it seems like I'm having to pay out so much money to be able to say I'm a business owner and to try to be a business owner. You
That's
know,
it.
so that's
That's
just
it.
having any kind of help I can get in, just all this arena. I'm just open and ready to receive it, and I thank you for that.
It's so I can't reiterate this enough. We're here. We're here so that you don't have to continue to go through these things. But just like you said, how long you've been in this,
Yes, it's
I guarantee you, you're gonna get so many more blessings when you take someone along with you. Don't let somebody else, going through the same thing. There's room at the top for everyone. And that's what people don't understand. You went through it this long because you didn't have anyone to take you along. Take somebody along with you. Bring
that's right.
somebody else up with you so that they don't have to go the 30 years and didn't understand or didn't know. But what I'm getting out of all of this is I can remember it was maybe about 6 months or 8 months ago. Um, God said it's time to share your knowledge with people. Don't hold it in. You've been blessed with an amazing service and an amazing gift that everyone needs to know about, and you've got to give it. You've got to
Yes,
pass this information on. It's time for an increase, and
yes.
especially in us. And I
Mhm.
say us, you know what I mean? You've got to, you've got, it's time for an increase. We've been doing this too long and everyone is winning on our backs. It's time for an increase.
It is. It
Take
is.
somebody along with you and you're going to see how much more you're going to increase. But we're here and we're that safe space to help you get farther in your business, to get farther along in where you need to be. But there's no mistakes. You went through that for a reason so that somebody else doesn't have to. But
Right.
you'll get the bigger blessing out of it. You will.
Thank you.
Who else do we have?
Hi, my name is Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
I've been a licensed cosmetologist for 30 years. I can actually say I've been a business owner for 40 years because I started my,
Congratulations.
thank you. Because I started my business when I was about 12, but I did not actually register my business until I'm much older, and, was learning more about those things. So I didn't actually register my business until 2008. So yeah, 2008. So I've been a registered business owner since 2008. And I feel like the structure of my business, I feel like I'm still missing something. Like I have my DUNS number, I have the EIN, I have the LLC. I just feel like I'm still missing something. I'm not sure what it is. I know I had spoken with Eddie, I think it was back in May. I had spoken to him and we were, talking about the business structures and things like that. And I was explaining to him how I have been looking into, although my business is the LLC, kind of categorizing it as an S corp and things like that. So I'm definitely trying to get more understanding on that because at the end of the day, I know it's businesses. Sometimes we do have to owe money, but I'm tired of owing a lot
All
of
right
money
now. Come on.
year after year after year after year after
Come
year.
on.
So I'm like, yeah, there's got to be a better way. I know there's a better way. I want to find the better way. I want to be on the better side of things. As I am continuing to create generational wealth for my family that is ever growing. I just had my son just had his first child who just turned 1 this year. My daughter is expecting her third, who is due in
Come
May.
on.
So I'm like, and right now they're all girls. So I'm like, you know what? No, at this point, I am the one that's carrying this family, that's carrying these generations.
And you
And
need that increase.
I need the increase. I want to be able to show because I do have one granddaughter right now that her love is hair. So she's in the salon with me when she can be. She has plenty of doll babies and mannequin heads, and I'm teaching her things. And I'm like, okay, if none of my other girls are going to take over the business, more than likely she's going to be the one. So I want to make sure that I am setting her up and I am leading her at the age of 8 right now on the right path to just be even more successful than I am and that I'm going to be. So that if her siblings and her cousins want to come into the business, you know, as they get older, she can continue to lead them. Because for me, this is not just about generational wealth. It's the legacy that I'm leaving behind.
That's right.
It's
That's
the
right.
legacy that I'm giving to my granddaughters. And even if I manage to have some grandsons down the line, to them, but my great, and so on and so on and so on. So I definitely am looking to take my business farther, have it be even more fine-tuned as far as the organizational practices and things like that, because I'm also looking to expand prayerfully within the next 12 to 24 months.
Increase.
I need a new vehicle, which I use for business. So I'm not trying to buy another vehicle under my personal at all. I am trying to have that vehicle under the business.
Yes.
You know, so this is definitely, I've been waiting for this.
And we're here. We are here.
Yeah.
Yes,
So I
yes.
I have started on the road with the was it the Monster Brand 800. So I have started on that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm so ready to jump in and just get this ball rolling. This is one of those things that's at the top of my list. Going into 2025, as well as everything else that, you know, as far as business is concerned. But yes, definitely getting my business organizationally fine-tuned to just be able to reap the benefits that comes along with being a business owner.
Yeah. You said your granddaughter is 8 and she's starting out liking and loving to do the same thing that you did, correct?
Yeah, one of
And
them.
you started
I had 5.
started when you were 12.
I started when I was 12, yeah.
You're 12. So she's already going to be better than you were. And that's what we want for our children. We want them to be better and in a better situation than we were. You started your business off on your own. I didn't hear you say your mother or your grandmother left you a salon or left you that business. That's what you started, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So you're already giving her a head start. So the next thing is you're taking her along with you. We're praying for increase. But how often do you put God in every situation that you do?
Every day.
That's what you're missing. You got to
every
put
day,
in
all day.
everything that you do, everything that you do. I mean, don't cross the street and say, Lord, do I need to be crossing this street?
Right.
That's the part that you have to do. And this is also that safe space that you can say, all right, what do I need to do? How can I structure my business better? You also need to be networking. Networking can I remember I lived in Hawaii. We almost lived in Hawaii for 4 or 5 years, and there was a beautician there, and she started out really big, and she had one post that she made on social media, and it ended up taking her brand to a whole nother level. She came out to Houston and ended up being a bigger name, but she started venturing off and doing other things. It wasn't just hair. She started selling hair. She started selling flat irons. Sometimes you have to pivot and do something else to go with the world and how the world changes. You can't stay stagnant. You can't stay with the same things. So you listen to God, and when it's time to move, when it's time to go to the next thing, your business may have to pivot. And so you do something else. So just if you're listening and you're doing everything, because it sounds like you're holding the whole family together. Everything
It feels
is
like
on
it, yes.
you. Yeah.
Because I am
Yeah.
the first entrepreneur in my family. You know, my mom and my dad have always been, you know, working in corporate America. Like I said, I knew at a young age that corporate America was not going to be for me. So
You
that's
work
why.
harder as an entrepreneur. You work 10 times
Absolutely.
harder than a 9 to 5.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's just, you know, like I said, I just want to be able to have the business structured so that I am able to provide better and teach my grandchildren to do better, and even great grandchildren, and so that it can just continue to be passed down, regardless of what business they decide to
That's right.
embark on. It doesn't matter, because what you do in one business most of the time you can carry over into other businesses.
That's correct.
You know,
That's correct.
and that's what I want to be able to do. And even my son, I can't say, well, my son, he does work a 9 to 5, but he has kind of right now, his business is more so his side hustle, because his 9 to 5 takes so much of his time. So I want to be able to help him as well, to say, hey, let's try to get you out of this 9 to 5 so that you can focus on your business, and take the money that you're getting from your 9 to 5, not only to pay your bills, but to fund your business so that you can move into that full time, to be able to have more time to spend with your daughter and your family that you're building and things like that. So this is, like I said, this is definitely an important thing for me to do. As far as keeping God in it, my business structure has always been, for me, God, you run the business, I work the business.
Yeah. That's a great point, but I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's an amazing point. You guys, we could do this all day long. I'm telling you, we could do this all day long. Who do we have next? Oh, that's
So what we're gonna do, Keyta? The queen, you guys. Hey, this is Eddie, Monster Brand, everybody. Thanks everybody for coming out. We're here in the DR, 80-degree weather. It's raining behind us, so I'm a little disappointed that you guys are not here with us. But what we need to do, we got a lot of people on this line, and we probably can't go through any more questions. I apologize in Q&A, you guys, because we're short with time with everybody. Keyta, if I gave you 5 minutes, what could you sum up to give them some meat? And what would you recommend to them to do after you give them that 5 minutes of conversation? A lot of people, they're looking for that meat. Do you have any meat that you can share? What should they do? What's the call of action that they should do in regard to the individuals?
The call of action is the service that we provide, the experience that we provide. What we can do is step by step hold your hand. We're going to put you in that safe realm, in that business realm that you need to be in. That's just the everything, just the hands-on. What we're doing right now, there's nothing that we won't do that will help you get to that next level. And if you listen to everyone's situation, they're not getting that by doing it on their own. Sometimes you need help. Sometimes you need that additional service. And that's what we provide. We provide education. We provide the experience. We provide the networking. We provide all of the things that you need to expand, to level up, so that you're not bumping your head and you're not staying in the same situation for 10, 15, 30 years. And I didn't need 5 minutes to tell you that.
See? I mean, and it's quick like that. And one great thing, so everybody's here. Keyta has a full-fledged company, you guys, that she joined in with Monster Brand for our MB 800 program. 20 plus years experience. And the one big thing she said, you guys know how Monster Brand is. We walk you through and hold your hand through the things we already do with you. We just know that there's a need. When we're doing our Build a Brand program, or we're doing something with you and you give us a personal credit card, we saw that there was a need for us to assist you guys with some things. Keyta is the one that can help straighten it out and have you guys run parallel. Credit profile is very, very important. You guys should be in a no doc situation. What I mean by that, you got an 800 credit score, for instance. They don't question you. You just sign stuff and just keep it moving. So those are the things that we're saying. And so Keyta, we recommend a consult or something they need to do. Let us take a look at you guys' information, and so we can see where we need to lead you, where Keyta and her team can get you to a place you're trying to go.
It's never too late. It's never too late. It's time. It's time to level up. It's time to get to the next level. It is time to move forward. If you're not doing it now, you can't wait another day. You are staying stagnant. You're not going to grow. It's time. It is time to increase.
Yes. And so We have a link. If you guys can look into your chat section, there's a link that's in the chat section. We encourage those of you guys there that have a need, that want to take a look and see if there's another approach. A lot of times people talk about credit situation, and you see the advertisement out there. They say if your credit score starts with a 4 or a 5 or a 6. I mean, if it starts with a 7 even, the maximum credit score is 840 points. Let's shoot for the top. You know, I mean, I'm one up, and I brag about myself. I got mine as high as 840. 840. I signed for stuff and just keep it moving. And I'm not saying that to boast to everyone, but I was at 5s before. I was the one that had an attitude when I went to the bank and put a deposit in, and the bank teller asked me, "Is that all?" And I took offense to that, not realizing what my headspace was. She was just talking about completion of transaction. I took it as if I didn't have any more money because I didn't, you know. So there was definitely a change around in regards to what we needed to do, and we did it. Monster Brand has connected with a company that would allow us to do things at a totally different level. You know, and so what we was doing today, we wanted to bring Keyta forward. She's behind helping cleaning some stuff up, cleaning us up, even ourselves. You know, we're a product of what we're talking about. So we got Keyta there, and then we're going to, Keyta, if that's it, I want to transition to Ivory, if you got anything else, because not only Keyta help cleaning you up, but Ivory teach you how to own nothing but control everything. Just in your structure, your business structure. That was the title to this deal. Owning nothing but controlling everything. Now, how do you do that?
Hey, thanks, Eddie. And thanks, Ms. Keyta, for the information that she brought. Mine is going to be real succinct. For those who don't know me, can you hear me well, Eddie? Can you guys hear me well?
Yeah, great.
For those who don't know me, my name is Ivory Mims, and I've been a practicing accountant for 38 years. I've done a little work with Eddie and recently some work with Monster Brands. I was president to serve clients in about 34 states across the country. Primarily, I deal with the small business community, cosmetology, barbers, plumbers, daycare centers, things of that nature. And I travel 34 states to see, to make sure those clients are taken care of. Now, I am presently in Atlanta while Eddie and Lee is out there and it's raining here too, Eddie. So I come to see them and they take off on me. So they owe me a plane ticket and a lunch. But that's neither here nor there. But here's the thing. Ms. Keyta mentioned how to properly structure yourself. Now, I take a different approach because I believe that most small businesses, of course, you need to stay away from a S corp. I'm sorry, from a sole proprietor, and I really push the LLC with being taxed as an S corp. Now, if you stay as an LLC, as Ms. Keyta mentioned, a lot of that stuff still fall back on you. I don't think maybe her time didn't allow her to go far enough with it, but I don't think that being an LLC is enough because there's still some liability that you can have, meaning people can still actually sue you even with an LLC. If you take it one step further and move to a corporate status with your corporation and letting the Internal Revenue Service know that you are a corporation, then you can protect yourself even more and fall away from and keep from being sued. Now, some of the ladies who mentioned they've been in business a lot of years, the one who mentioned earlier, Miss Shirley and Miss Cynthia, and even Miss Nikki, who've been in business nearly 40 years, said they didn't benefit. Now, there's a lot of people who fall in your same category, and it's really because we just don't know. So here quickly, in the next 14 minutes, I'm going to give you some real quick background. Now, I wish I had opportunity to put up a PowerPoint, but I don't. So I'm going to explain it to you as best I can in the 14 minutes that I have, because being in Atlanta, I have another group that I'm going to speak to here in less than 15 minutes. So I want to give you these real quick. I believe in the S Corp for the simple reason that an S Corp would allow you to act like a big business but be a small business from a tax standpoint. Now, for full disclosure, and of course, you guys don't know me, but you can Google me personally. My businesses are pretty vast. I don't just have an accounting practice, but I own a beauty and barber supply store, I own a distribution business, I own several coin laundries, convenience stores, and my wife is a practicing attorney. Now, our personal incomes exceed $3.5 to $5 million a year. My personal tax liability right now, as of 2023, was less than $5,000. Now, it'll take you a little while to chew on that, but the numbers are the numbers. And it's all because, as Eddie mentioned, I control all my businesses, but my businesses, I don't own any of them, because anything you own, they can attach and they can take from you. Now, I wanted to get into my trilateral trust program. I'm going to explain to you real quickly, because this Zoom would not give you that information. That is what I'm here in Atlanta to talk about, and that is the trilateral trust program. Now, if you are a business, all my business owners, I don't care whether if you're a business owner and you have assets, especially if you own any kind of real estate or property, tangible property, the trilateral trust process does this. We set you up, my wife and I will set your business up to where the trust, your business trust, we have set up 3 trusts. One's a business trust, one's a family trust, one's a family foundation. Your business trust, you're going to put or assign all your assets to your business trust. I want you to follow this. I want to say it so we can understand it, okay? You're going to assign, now this is a process. So this thing can take probably 2 or 3 weeks to actually do. So it's not something that you can do in 5 minutes and call it a day. It's a process. You're going to take all your business assets and you're going to put them in your business trust. Now, all business trusts, all trusts, not business trusts, but all trusts are taxable at a 37.5% tax rate. But I want you to follow me on this, because this process eliminates that. And regardless of what your income, you can do this process. Now, it costs a little money to do it, but I guarantee you the cost process of doing this is far less than what it is not to do it. So you take your business, hair business, distribution business, daycare centers, truck driving business, and you put your business assets in your business trust. You assign them or you title them to your business trust. Now, and for simplicity, I'm going to do numbers. Let's say your business earned $1,000 and it's inside your business trust. Your business trust earned that $1,000. The business trust is paying all the business bills. The business trust, now you are the grantor and you're also the trustee. So you're still controlling the trust. The business trust is paying the business bills. And let's say the business generated $1,000, hypothetically. Out of the $1,000, the business pays 250 of the business bills. The trust pays 250 of the business bills. So you have 750 left. Okay? I want you to follow this. That $750 that's left inside the trust, the beneficiary of the business trust is the family trust. I want you to follow me. So that's so being that the beneficiary of the business trust is the family trust, the business has no assets. It moves over to the family. So therefore, the business asset don't pay any taxes. I want you to follow me on this. Now there's 750 of the business trust assets that moved over to the family trust. The family trust, which is also controlled by the family, not owned by the family, controlled by the family. The family trust now pays the family expenses, like gas, water, rent, kids, daycare, what have you. Now that means the grantors, the people that was inside the trust, husband and wife, kid, you don't own that money, the trust does, but you control the trust. Remember Eddie said, own nothing, control everything. Now, being that it's inside the trust, if you wrap it properly, you can't find anything. Now, you got 750 inside the family trust. It pays for, go ahead. There's a question real quick. Was there a question? Okay. I'm gonna keep moving on. All right. So you got $750. Remember now, all trust Whatever assets inside the trust is taxed at 37.5%. Now, the business has moved its assets to the family, just like paying yourself a salary. So now with that business, with the family assets, it pays the family's bills, mortgage, light, gas, water, what have you. And let's say out of that, the family bills are $250, hypothetically. All right. So now the family will pay taxes on the $250, not the $1,000, not the $750. Are you following me on this? Now that the family has paid the $250, you're gonna pay taxes on the $250, not the $750 that moved over. You have $500 left. What do you do with the $500? That $500, because this is a trilateral legacy trust, it moves over to the family foundation, which I heard one particular client say, Miss Shirley said she has a nonprofit. That nonprofit should be working for you. You set up this trilateral trust, and the $500 that's left moves over to the foundation. Now, here's the best part about the foundation. The foundation is a nonprofit, 501c3, and it's not required to pay any taxes, but it is required to distribute 5% of its net. So let's follow it. Business beneficiary is the family, the business trust, the business itself, assets go to the business trust. The business trust assets, what's left of it moves over to the family. The family trust pays the family bills. What's left from the family moves over to the family foundation. The family foundation pays no tax, but it does have to distribute 5% for the remainder 501c3. Own nothing. I'm sorry, own everything. I'm sorry, control nothing, control everything, own nothing. Did I completely confuse everybody? What's your questions? Now, it's only 16 minutes that I have, and I got about 2 minutes left, so I'll take your questions real quick. Now, Eddie has all my information, phone number, email address. I've been doing this for 38 years. 38 years. So this is not something I just started yesterday. But the reason most of us don't talk about it is because most people think they can't afford a trust. Now, in most cases, these trusts cost less than $4,000 to put together. So you don't really have no excuse. The excuse really is information. But I challenge you, get the information first. Don't just take my word for it. And now there's no such thing on the Internal Revenue Service website as a trilateral trust. That's a brand that we put together. A trust is just what it is. You get your information about trust. And it's only two types. Well, it's two different types, revocable, irrevocable. What I'm talking about are all revocable trust. Once you put the packet together for you, it becomes irrevocable once you pass out, once you pass away. And that then becomes an irrevocable trust to build your legacy for your family. Now, there's a whole lot of parameters to that, and you can't get all that in a 10-minute, 12-minute conversation. So if you want to talk again, it'll do another Zoom. Give me a few more minutes and I'll be able to explain it. But now I got to move to another class. But if you have a few questions, I can answer them right away.
Yeah, but before the questions, because I know you're short with that, Ivory, what I would like to do in your comment section, if you guys know how to click in the comment sections, I would like you to put in there Ivory or Keyta, Keyta. If you put that in that comment section, we then will contact you and let you get more time. This is something we're doing we're doing a destination. We got a class going on inside. We're doing this here by remote. We're always working, but we choose where we work at. But if you put that particular information in, then we would get you more time with them. Because I know Ivy spit out some stuff that probably some of your head is spinning and you couldn't keep up and you're just totally confused because, we were short with time. Keyta put out some stuff. I'm quite sure everybody want to talk with Keyta in regard to that. Maybe we'll get them in a room together live and let you guys have at it. Just a straight day of uninterrupted business that we can possibly do with them if the desire is there. If the desire is there, Monster Brand, you guys know we'll do what we can to make things happen. We have resources, and we just want to make sure all of all of our people. You know, y'all are people. We want to make sure all of our people have the resources that we have. Because we don't own anything, but we control a heck of a lot. You know, so I mean, it's just a great thing. Once again, put in there Ivory, put in there Keyta, and then what happens, we will go through and we'll look at everybody that's asking for more information from those two, and we'll set something up and give you guys ample time to spend with them. I'd rather do that because I know, Ivory, we appreciate you for squeezing us in. I know you got he got a group that he's had to speak to today in Atlanta. He flew to Atlanta to do that. We made some stuff happen. Keyta's time is precious, and she's in Washington and all cold. We spoke to her earlier, and the sun is starting to shine. But guys, this is what we do with Monster Brand, and we want you guys to do more. Just to give you a little snippet, this is our situation now. It's raining, but you know, next time you guys might want to pay attention and come and join us in regards to some things that we're doing. You know, but this is what we're doing. We want to invite everybody there. And I'm going to interrupt this class real quick. Everybody say hello. This is live Zoom. We got color classes going. You know, so, but I definitely wanted to share just some of the stuff we do. Remember, we own nothing, but we control a lot. We want you guys to join us with some of these things. I'm going to get Ivory and I'm going to get Keyta in the room. I mean, uninterrupted, either Zoom or live. And if you guys want that, like I said, put the word Keyta. If you need more information from Keyta, put Ivory. If you need more information from Ivory. We also, in that section, we have a link. I believe Elaine put a link in there. If you want a consultation, you know, let us take a look. If you're dealing with Keyta, for instance, we need to take a look and see what Keyta's working with. So we have a link in there. You can go in there, a very affordable $99 consultation. Person will go in there and see what you need, see what direction that you need to go in. Time is precious. Time is precious. So let's do a prep first, and then let's turn you over. Because Ivory has to he has to run. I wanted to avoid questions for him and get it started, and people couldn't get going. I know Keyta might still be on here if she wanted to come back. Even I know because Ivory's time was short. But hey, guys, this is what we do. We want education to flow and flow like never before. Dr. Byron, you have anything? I got different partners on here, but Byron, you got anything left that we need to do or before we get out of here? Because I'm gonna go. The sun is shining. I need to go get my golf cart and go.
No. The only thing I want to say is, man, today everybody needs to pat themselves on the back, because the first step, besides realizing that you need help, is to come and get help. And as we've been speaking for years about the credit literacy and things of that nature, at Monster Brand, we will not be gatekeepers. We're helping everybody. We're going to help you, help us, help yourself. So that's our motto. So, no, I'm good, Eddie. It was great. Any other questions? Ms. Keyta, do you have any ending remarks for us?
No, it was such a pleasure talking to you guys. Can't wait to do it again.
Do you have anything to add, Mr. Lee, since your face is on camera?
All's good, man. All's good.
It goes to say. So we have a great number of people. I guess we can take some questions now. If anybody have any questions that we might can ask, if we try to get. But let me say something. But if you have a question, let's just ask the question. We can't go. We can't be lengthy. Okay, I wanted to share that part. Just give us a question. We can answer. We can. If we can't, we'll then tell you to put it in the chat, and we'll get that answered for you or something like that. Okay. We got a few more minutes. About 10 minutes left.
Okay, I have a quick question.
Time.
This is Nikki.
Okay.
My question is, as far as the S Corp, is that something that I can just do for the upcoming? So is this something that I can transfer my business into like for January? Or does it
You can
process
change your
to
escrow.
it?
I don't know if Ivory.
Yeah, real, she can, Eddie. She can do that.
So there's a
She
yes
can
to
do
that. So you want to put
and give her, if she want to do something before the first of the year, tell her just give her my number because she still can do it now and back it up. Okay.
Okay. So let me say this. Let me do this. If you want to do something before the first of the year, put Ivory and put 24. Ivory 24 in the chat, and we get the message to him. That'll help control that. We know it's a hot sheet.
If they're in the city, if they're in the States, Eddie, and they want to call me after 2 hours, I'll be available for conversation after 2 hours. So give them my direct number, Eddie, 816-215-9728, 816-215-9728. And they can call me direct, Ivory Mims, and just mention Monster Brands, and I'll be able to help them when they call me. But I got to get to this other class. Okay, ma'am? And thanks, guys, for taking.
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Ivory.
All right.
Eddie, thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm actually driving, so I wasn't able to write down his number, but if you
That's
could
no
get it to
worries.
me, I greatly appreciate it.
Okay, I got you, Nikki, on that. But once again, if you need Ivory before this year ends, tax-wise, Ivory 24 in the chat, and we'll get you that information rapidly. All right. Anyone else there while we have a minute? We appreciate, we want to yell out to the Beauty Academy for joining in, all the students. We see you guys. We thank you. The whole classroom. So we had a great number of people that was interested in the business course. Like I said, we had a group here. There's 18 of us here. We got the academy that has a group there. We had about 40 other people that we know of. We held 40 on the camera. We definitely want to thank everybody, for coming out. So it's a great number. But we still got a couple more minutes. If you need us, we're here.
What is Mr. Ivory's number? That's what somebody's gonna put in the chat. I don't see it. His number?
What I'm saying, if they need Ivory, just put Ivory 24 in the chat, and then we'll get you his number.
Okay.
If you need it earlier.
Okay. Also, I have a quick question about Miss Keyta. What does she do now? I guess I missed the beginning of it. What is her? I mean, what does she do to help, with established businesses? I don't know if she's still there or not. Or I can get her information and talk to her one-on-one, or I don't know if that's a $99 consultation or what.
Yeah, that's the consultation that Ms. Keyta.
That's $99. Okay.
99 consultation. She helps you. She aligns your personal and business credit, lines that up to make sure you run parallel. This is like your credit profile and making sure things are great behind that.
You asked my question. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Shirley.
Mr. Eddie, hello, everyone. I had a question just to piggyback on the trilateral funds being transferred. I didn't quite catch that last part. I caught most of it, but the last part, I kind of got a little thrown off.
Right.
When he said
and that's why, Ms. Kimberly, I don't know the trilateral. I don't know that. I don't do that. Ivory Mims, he had to go to another class. That's what I said in the comment section. Just if you need more information.
Yeah.
From put his name down in the comment section. That would be the best in regards to that.
Okay, and then there's one more question. I've been a business owner for 27 years. This is just a small salon, but I've been a sole proprietor. So branching over to a more benefit, well, as per mentioned, more beneficial for making it a LLC, and what are the perks pretty much that he said? Because I kind
Right,
of
that's-
tuned in a little
That's
later.
that's what you would do. Put Ivory's name in the chat section to
So
get more
that
information.
as
Right.
well.
We leave it to the experts to do their part. We become the the lead to give you guys the resources that we provide the resources that we have in place. We share that with you, but we're not the ones that's doing all this. Ivy do the tax and the business structure. Keyta deals with you and work with you with your credit and things like that. We just make all that available to you also, because we've been successful with it, and we want to share that with you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So yeah, but we wanted to, like I said, respect everybody's time and once again, in the comment section, put Keyta, Keyta, or Ivory, Ivory. We know what you're looking for. If you need something or pretty much a structure change in your business that you're looking to switch to one of those more benefiting structures, then put Ivory 24. And somebody will contact you in a faster manner if it's something pressing. Okay? Without further ado, the sun is bright. We gotta go. But I think that's gonna be it.
Eddie, we don't care that you're in the sun. We really don't. We really don't.
That sounds like Donald. I figured that was Donald.
No, it sounds like Donald, but that's Byron actually.
Yeah,
I thought that was Donald Neal. You got the Donald.
Byron, he had to hold off office down.
Byron's in the state. Y'all need something. You go work.
Yeah, I'm still working. But
man, why y'all talking about me?
You always the topic.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we do want to end on, if you need any of these services to go ahead and get started, Miss Elaine, could you please put up the link one more time? You can go directly from this link, or you can go to our website and go to the MBA 800 program. It is a $99 consultation fee. So we can go ahead and get you started. Hopefully, these upcoming weeks before 2024, so we can go ahead and get you started so we can have you right by the beginning of 2025. So that's what we're pushing toward. So we want to end on, because everybody at the sound of my voice, we need to control everything, but own nothing. So if everybody learned something today, that we need to control every part of our life and business, but we need to own nothing, so we can go ahead and start leaving legacies and stop paying so much taxes. And we can go ahead and get business funding, personal funding. We need to get you guys to be able to move laterally, not only in business, but then if you see something personally, your DTI, your debt to income ratio is low, then you can do it personally as well. And with us holding your hand, we will be able to show you which one should you go. Should you go personal? Should you go business? Or should you go trust? That's what we're here to help you with.